Oh man, gotta tell you, these people are low down wicked, man. The fact y'all call yourself godly people, bruh, is blasphemous. But then again, I mean, y'all probably know who y'all serve, the darkness y'all serve. That's the funny thing about it. You know what sucks about this program when it really hits you, when you really realize how bad you're getting harassed by a whole city? You know, the people who got their life together, who don't need to participate for the money. These people just know you with the lies and the rumors and whatever people are saying about you. And, they're worldly people, third dimensional, materialistic, money getting people, and is different levels to this program. Most people just know you as some horrible person because they're easily susceptible to manipulation and control. And the ones who are actually participating in all your harassment, why it's so bad, why it's relentless, is because they use the lowest of the lowest. They use the most broken people, the most, I don't even know, just mentally destroyed people who can't control their own mind, so they're using it for them. So even thus, if you get to the point where you get fed up and you lash out and you murk one of these motherfuckers, it was just a test to begin with, because nobody's going to care if they die. These people are going to get missed. Why you think when you walking through the community, everybody who got their shirt on right, looking the other direction, turning the opposite direction, looking down, looking away from you, staring at you, then when you look at them, they look away. Because they got something to lose. They got something to lose. Hey, perps, when I get off of work, I'm done recording y'all bullshit and showing proof because, I keep forgetting we live in a world where people don't give a shit. The real community ain't going to stand up because they're bought out for $1. So for this synchronicity, when my relief comes in at 7:55 to relieve me, and then y'all have her run outside and try to have me synchronize with her again, stop that dumb shit, bro. It's crazy to me how much tactics y'all use to torture people, and then got the audacity to be like, we're the crazy ones, we're the weird ones. Like, there's things that I'm recognizing in the city, which why I know at this point in my harassment, I really shouldn't even be complaining, because I'm just at the stage where I literally have to leave the city. And thank you for showing me that. Thank you for showing me what it's like to receive demonic punishment from the people who really deserve it. I don't know if that makes sense. When you really look at your harassment, the levels and the amount of people and effort they put into torturing you, there should be no such thing as crime. There should be no such thing as crime. There should no such thing as disorder. You shouldn't hear about killings, raping, kidnappings, torture. Y'all act like when it comes to this program, bro, it's a utopia. But really, for my spiritual people out there who's going through this, understand, they're fighting for your souls. These people don't have none. They don't have a soul. Which is why they let outside forces control how they feel. I don't care what somebody said about something. I'm not going to find out who you are until I open up my mouth and talk to you. And I'm not going to play weird-ass social sadistic games because I heard something from somebody else, and then when I try to approach you doing like the bullshit, scratching the temple, coughing, I'm not going to do that shit. I'm going to find out who you are as a person for yourself. Because it's funny, even when you go out your way as a TI and you try to say, you know what, fuck it, I'll talk, I'll be myself, I'll be kind, they still play the games. Because the truth is, they're not allowed to say shit to you. At the end of the day, it's not that you're a bad person. No, it's that you're fighting for your fucking soul. That's why it's ultimate disrespect. Everyone act the same. Everyone do the same. Weird fucking behavior. Understand, these are children of Satan. And then your little mistakes, the little bad habits you got. Remember, these are real narcissists, And it sucks because Pittsburgh is the type of city where damn near the whole city is a bunch of narcissistic assholes. So if you have one bad problem, best believe, TIs, they're going to use that against you. See, my bad habits. See, I have no shame in the things that I do. So my bad habits, I live a little dirty. You know, I'm a little lazy. You know, that's my problem. And the problem with that is they use it against me to further destroy my image and my character. Because God forbid you sit in your own peace and you mind your own business and you live how you live. No, bro, they need to know 24/7 what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it. True narcissists, bro. True haters, the definition of true haters, to the point where people who move next to you, listen and hearing and fucking with you every step of the way, these people are monsters. Y'all confusing my behavior for just having broken tendencies. You know, at least I'm man enough to admit it. But when are these people, when y'all going to admit that y'all use an excuse to act utterly disrespectful and evil to somebody? There's always an excuse. With true narcissists, there's always a fucking excuse for what they're doing. They're really justifying psychologically destruction towards one human by 1,000 people because you're a bad guy or a bad woman. Put a bullet in my head then. If I'm really a threat, that's what I believe in the American spirit. Real terrorists, they put bullets in their head. We don't psychologize, we don't show the enemy that we're worse than them. And that's all they're doing. Showing you who the real crazies are, who the real assholes are, who the real sadistic, narcissistic pricks they are. Everything they do, ultimate just disregard of your human life, and then got the audacity to be like, why you act a certain way? At least I'm not doing what y'all doing. At least I'm sitting by myself, minding my own business, doing my own thing. It's not my fault y'all around me 24/7. Harass me every step of the way. And then got the audacity to hit you with rumors and indirects and subliminals. He's crazy. He's weird. He's crazy. He's weird. Only if the real society, the real people, only if they knew the dickheads they had around us 24/7, whether you're in your room, whether you're at work, whether you're walking through the community. And TIs, you know, you see the same repetitive faces doing the same repetitive thing, like they got you stuck in Groundhog Day. You know, like you some beast in a cage. All they do is show me why the world is the way it is. This type of harassment, getting tortured by a whole community, there shouldn't be no such thing as crime. There should be no such thing as you looking on TV and somebody went on a killing spree, killed 20 people and got away with it. There should be no such thing as crime with this program. For the people whose brain is so dead you think you're doing the right thing, there should be no such thing as crime if this program exists. Maybe in the beginning, but I highly doubt that. I'm pretty sure this was always a thing. The people who got us living life the way we live in life. You know, the ones who stand out, the ones who don't want to follow, the ones who don't want to participate in society. You're the number one target for this system. Because this is an enslavement. This is a conquered world. We shouldn't be living life the way we're living life. And it's held together through lies, bloodshed, misery. Think about it. Think about it, TIs. You think these perps can get up and be like, I don't want to fucking watch him. I don't want to follow him. What do you think gonna happen to them? They're gonna deal with the same exact thing. So that goes to show you, even the ones paying these people out aren't their friends. They aren't their loved ones. It's a system that breeds chaos, misery, destruction. And the most intelligent minds is the ones being isolated from the rest of the community and made to be monsters. No criminal record, no history of violence. 34 going on 35, brother. The first and last time, or no, not first, but the last time I put my hands on somebody is when I was 17 years old. 17 years old. And I'm 34 now. And from 17 all the way to 34, I'd never put my hands on anybody. Nobody. A dog, an animal, a woman, a man, a child. Nobody. But one thing I can say for certain about this world Y'all have always put your hand on me, even at age 1 to 15 as a child in Pittsburgh. You know, this is why I speak so much about, you know, children going disappearing and shit, because most of those, the ability for these disgusting humans to do such things, it come from defects, CYF. You want to know how I know? It's because I went through it. I experienced it. I lived it. It is what it is. I didn't live in trauma. I didn't live in the past about things that happened to me. I just kept moving forward. And this program, it's all about giving you new trauma. It's about having you focused on the negative. That's why they're not looking to heal you. They're not looking to change you. It's ultimate disrespect, destruction until you die. And if you die in a type of misery, to send you to hell. Understand, there is no redemption for these people. It's already over for them. So that's why they're just crab in a barrel mentality. How dare y'all play like y'all children of God and participate in stalking, harassment? That's blasphemous. That's why I understand why he said majority of Christians will go to hell. Because y'all claiming to be righteous, godly people, but you're stalking, you're gossiping, you're tampering, you're shaming, you're doing all evil things. Sin is sin. And with these assholes, they weigh sin. Oh, you do this, so, you know, you deserve this. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is what kind of pushed me to, kind of actually believe. Because if you really think about it, the people who run this world, the people participate in this world, nobody follow how God wants us to live. You know, but it's all about having that feeling in you, that wanting to be forgiven and wanting to change. And I've been fighting that. I've been fighting my own darkness my whole life. For the longest, till I actually realized, you know, I actually need God, bro. I really need God. I thought I could just do it on my own. And then when I finally asked for God's help, I didn't ask for money, materialism, a way out. I asked him for knowledge and wanting to understand what I'm going through. You know, of course, being the God he is, before he shows you why everyone acts the way they act, he shows you your own problems first. And thus, I had to sit back, think, and reevaluate my decision making. I saw that I wasn't really living a good life myself. But that doesn't give right for other people to monitor your life and act like they're playing God. You know, I don't want to tell too much about myself, but understand, God has always still been fighting for me, bro. And a lot of these people acting like they're godly and what they're doing to you is righteous, and it's just an excuse. You know, it's no difference than the Templars killing in the name of God. These people are going to face a type of torture they're going to wish they never done, but it's going to be too late when they close their eyes for the last time. But for TIs, you still have a chance. You can still be forgiven. That's why God's showing you. It's not too late for us. We can change. And even when we do change, best believe they're still going to be playing the same game, because it's not about what you are. It's about what they can turn you into. What if they told all the people who harass you the exact things of what you're dealing with, the things that they're actually doing you to, you know, the people who just know you off of some bad shit that someone said. If they really said their side of the story and what they're doing all day, every day to you, do you think that you think other people would join in, or would they come to our defense? You know, if society really knew that there was sleeper agents in the community who literally don't have to work or lift a finger, you know, and just get paid to monitor and watch somebody and make sadistic theatrical noises, and, you know, sure, I got my problems for sure. But y'all people, y'all perps, you know, every time I make a video and I explain things I'm going through, y'all stop it clearly. I know I'm fighting something dark. And I guess at the end of the day, when I really make these videos, I'm talking to the ones who's making all this possible. You don't control shit, and you never will. But you'll always have that illusion in your head because you can control every miserable fuck around me to do whatever y'all want them to do for $1. You know what that screams to me? You just have control over weak-minded people. You don't have control over the strong. And if they are the strong, they're wicked. If they are strong motherfuckers, they sold out for $1. But real people, real who got that light in them to change whole communities, to change people's minds, to open up people's hearts and people's minds. Y'all don't have control over the real strongest. And that's why I understand. Because I'll tell you, going through life, I never thought I was a strong individual until God showed me what real evil looks like. And the fact that y'all playing, y'all justifiable, and y'all doing the right thing shows how evil and corrupt this system really is. And why crime and disorder, kidnappings, molestation, torture, killing of other human beings will never stop. If anything, will get worse, especially when the TI leave the community. Oh yeah, watch the crime and disorder gets much worse, because then you won't have a common goal on using broken, evil people and good unknowing people together to focus on one thing. You know, that's not my place to explain. These people gonna find out soon enough. You know, but understand something, TIs. The way they're trying you, they'll never try somebody who's really about taking human life. Let's just get something straight. The amount of effort and torture they're putting towards you, they'll never, people who's really on some dark shit and will take you up out of there, they're protected. You know, but I'm bored of talking. You know, it's time to hear the people who live around me open and slam doors when I get done talking. So this is Muhammad, man. I'm out of here. Make sure y'all stay up and stay high vibrational. I'm gone.